You can say I'm bullshitting or whatever the case is, but y'all guys have not been forgotten. Okay, let me just give y'all a quick rundown. Um, when I make my stories, I don't like write every single thing out. Like I have my little notes or whatever, and I just like freestyle it kind of when I'm making the video, but I mentally already have an idea of it, right? But for me, this is something I haven't done before, so I don't have a mental playground basically. I don't have a mental foundation. And this tournament arc that I'm doing, it's mainly just for y'all, mainly for the fans, because I'm not gonna get too many new people off of this per se. I mean, of course I will. I mean, what if Deku's this? Have a nice thumbnail, all that good stuff. But this is mainly for the people that stay and consistently watch my videos when I upload and be patient with my sometimes fucked up uploading schedule. So, thank you for viewing. Thank you for coming. Like the video, share the video. Get as many homies as you can over here. It's a slow but steady grind to do this. The second I can get a good formula going, and if any of y'all got some advice for me, by all means, because I want to make sure that I at least don't go 7 days without uploading at least one video. I do want to at least try to get to the point where I can do a video or a day or something to this point, but this is why I'm doing this tournament arc, because this tournament arc is like the biggest thing, and I'm trying to Kool-Aid it a little bit because I want to like make it last until the new season's out, and then I'm just gonna try to potentially do it. But I don't want to keep doing all this talking and all that good stuff. But y'all are very lean with me, so let's get into this what if. So I'm gonna try to do the full what if straight from season 1 to season 3. And first, last, and some of y'all other ones, I might throw some extra ones in there. There's just a few ones that I want to talk about because I want their story to be fleshed out. But like, you never know. You might see the Minecraft Deku, or you might see some other Dekus. I might, you know what I'm saying. So by all means, put some certain ones Dekus down there. Be careful with the ones you put because I only know so many animes right now. But enough. Let's see here. All right, so this is gonna be what if Deku was a Saiyan, right? So what's gonna happen is this world and the Dragon Ball Z world. Please be the right book. It's not the right book. I don't think it is. Damn it! This is my dream journal. Is it over there? I don't want to get up. All right. The second I feel like I don't know something, I'll fix it. Or if I have a right card, I'll fix it. I'm fucking tired. All right, listen. This is gonna be like what if Deku was a Saiyan. So how we're gonna do this is Deku's dad. How am I gonna do this shit? I I got it. This is how it's gonna work. Meanwhile, on Dragon Ball Z, Universe 7 just got done defeating Universe 11. Zeno asked, "What is your wish?" Android 17 looks up at him firmly, thinking about his cruise, but smirks. Says, "I would like you to revive all the universes that's been erased." Meanwhile, back in an unknown location, an unknown universe, the first universe, everybody was revived. And just as it proceeded to happen normally, everything happened as it was supposed to be. Deku running off to school as his mom yelling at him, "You better be home, and you better be home quickly." "Yeah, Mom, I know." runs to Bakugo's house. But Kanchan, let's go. We gotta go to school. And so they head out for school. Deku has a tail. Deku knows about his great bait form. He knows how to control it. And yeah, because his dad was a Saiyan. Because this is one of the universes, one of the 12 universes from Dragon Ball Z. And for y'all that don't know Dragon Ball Z, this just might not be your what if. Anywho, so how this is gonna play out is him and Bakugo, um, they have like similar characteristics because it's not only it's quirkless people, it's quirk people and quirk like not quirkless people on this planet, but like they're so far out that other planets don't visit them. So most people that have quirks are gonna be, or most people that are alien races and stuff, you know, no one's gonna really. Everyone presumes what Deku have is a quirk, but it isn't a quirk. It's him being a different race. And I'm gonna say this Deku, to add a spice to the story, he's gonna be a full Saiyan. His dad does have a tail, but he got cut off a long time ago. And his mom doesn't have a tail, and she's a Saiyan herself. So Deku's mom's a lot more feisty than what she was in canon. And Deku actually does do a fair bit amount of training and martial arts and that type of stuff. He catches on super quick and all this stuff. He loves battle, but he's only 4 right now. But I mean, let's put it in perspective. All the stuff that Kid Gohan did, he was like a big body youngin. So I mean, when he defeated Cell, he was like less than 10. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to see how we're gonna play this off here. They go on with the story like usual. Deku without them getting bullied, but Bakugo does call him Tailboy. Um, Nothing dramatic happens for a really long time, really, because there's no need. Because Deku knows what he is. He knows he's a Saiyan. He knows he can fight. He knows he can become a hero, even if he's not like the number one hero. When the Sludge Villain attack, Deku takes back his stance, puts his hand back like so, and he shouts, "Gallet, gone!" And he vaporizes the Sludge Villain in one fell swoop. Because and he was more on guard because he was able to sense its energy. And so he was like, "Nah, B, nah." And so he took care of that fucker real quick, real easy, real simple. Then let's see here. All Might was very impressed by this, blah blah blah. So that's it. Now we're pretty much gonna fast forward to like near the time when the entrance exam is gonna happen. Him and Bakugo was gonna train together, but Deku was doing some training on his own because he was doing some meditation. And Deku realized something. His tail holds a lot of power in it. And so he cut his tail off just to see what happened. And he tried to turn grade 8 without his tail, testing a theory. He knew his tail would grow back because he's still fairly young. His tail will fairly grow back. It's not like he's in the peak of his age or anything. Now, the only reason I'm going to say this is because the whole tail growing business was a little fishy nonetheless. But I'm going to say his tail grew back fairly soon. But he was able to transform into an Akari state, which is basically Brawly's transformation, where like he turned into the Great Ape without the Great Big form. So he's able to do that, like because he'll use the Great Big form. Because I'm gonna say right now here, Instead of being a 10 ply multiplier, it's like an 11 or 12 multiplier when you create 8. Because it like expands your whole body or whatever. But when you're in the Akari state, it's like a 10-time multiplier because of the energy not being fully conducted the proper way throughout the whole body. Um, so Deku's just training constantly, trying to get stronger, and when it comes to the entrance exams or whatever, he just pretty much. I mean, there's not much context here because I'm trying to figure out the way I'm gonna blow this. So here we go. Deku passes. He gets a pretty high score. Nothing too big body, nothing too OP. All right. So after that happens, he gets into UA or whatever, and All Might wants to talk to him because All Might low key feels like he can be the next successor. He's like, hey, do you want one for all? And I'm gonna go ahead and say this Deku says, I'll think about it. Now, the reason he says he think about it is because he has his card form. And he's like, maybe I don't need more power just yet. But then again, he is a Saiyan. So he did do some training during like right before the entry exam for UA. And don't forget, he can fly and he can transform, but he only has his Zakari transformation right now. And he's grabbing all this stuff. And when he was cleaning out the beach, he sees like this weird little button. He's like, what the fuck is this? He picks it up, clicks it, and the second he clicks it, he gets like transported to like this weird place, like this weird little palace, and he sees two childlike creatures, and he sees like this dude looking over at him. He's like, "What? Where are y'all? Where am I?" He's like, this is rather peculiar. What are you doing over here? I don't know. Wait, are you strong? This is basically the father of all the angels in Dragon Ball Z Super. He's like, are you strong? He's like, I would say I'm a little strong. Do you mind if we spar? He sees the tail. I presume you're a Saiyan? He's like, yeah, wait, how did you... I guess the tail's a kind of dead giveaway, basically. It's like, yeah, remind me of someone I saw not too long ago. Deku's like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. No, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. Okay, I mean, I'll believe you if you say so. So, Deku tries to fight him, but I mean, it's a one-sided fight. He gets like poked and loses the fight, and he even pulled out his card form. Nothing worked. And well, this I want to say, I'm just gonna say it's in this gray period because I didn't want to make it to where he was like big body OP just yet. But let's say after you do the entrance exam, and then after you do the quirk assessment in this universe, you get a 2-week grace period to get all your stuff in order, to get all your everything in order, because because it's plot convenience. Because I'm not doing the dorms yet. I was about to say the dorms, but it's plot convenience. Damn it. So Deku was like, "Damn, you're very powerful. Is there any way I could train to be like that?" He's like, "Yes, actually there is." Basically, he gave Deku the whole breakdown. There's gods of destructions, there are angels, there are all of this stuff. And we just technically had a tournament of power. That's how your universe got revived, blah, blah, blah. I was like, damn, it was erased. I didn't know. When this happened, Deku low-key kind of scared. He's like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to fit in there, no. It's okay. You didn't know. Plus, you didn't mean no harm by it. Deku's sweating. But I can send you somewhere. You'll get stronger. Oh, here, by the way. He, like, hits Deku, but not hit him. Just, like, kind of, wakens more of his power. He's like, yeah, here you go. You take that. You'll be able to transport back to your universe at almost any given time. Okay. All right. So what happens is he's like, wait, what are you referring to? You're about to go do some training. Training with who? Some really strong Saiyans. Goes to the portal, and he lands on a strange isolate planet. He's like, where am I? What's going on? Meanwhile, all you hear in the background is Final Kame Flash. Poof. And you hear a voice. All right now, that's enough. And then you hear another voice. How I can't do Beerus. I can't do Beerus' voice. All right now. All right. He's got like a rough voice to it. How much ruckus are y'all gonna make? Do y'all want me to destroy y'all or Hakai y'all like I did with Zamasu? And then Goku would just kind of be more like, Beerus, come. Hold on. Can I do Goku's voice? It'll be. I wish I could do those voices. That shit would make this so much better. What's something Goku always said? Not Kamehameha, but let's see. No. Go on. I'll figure it out, I promise. Enough with that. They immediately pick up on a like power level and they're like Deku's like, is this where I can train to get stronger? Everyone looks at him. Whis is like, He like teleports, looking around, examining him. Yes. Why, yes, you can. And Vegeta immediately is like, who are you? He's like, hey, man. And he tells Vegeta off rip, hey, man, why are you talking to like that? Cuz not like this exactly. It's Deku, but he's a full-blooded Saiyan. Like, hey, man, why you talking to? I don't know. You coming over here demanding. I just got, because he asked what man's name was. He's like, I just got done talking to such and such. He sent me here to do some training. So you need to watch who we're talking to, okay? All right, then. Yeah. Deku a little scared, but he not showing it. No one knows. And the Vegeta's like, why you? And then Goku's like, hey, easy now. If he wants to train, are you strong? He's like, I'm a little strong. I've done some training over the years. Probably not stronger than y'all guys from the judging from how strong y'all are. He's like, yeah, y'all are definitely stronger than me. He's like, cool, you want to spar for a little bit? Deku's like, sure. So, how this works is him and Goku take their fighting stances. Goku takes his normal one. Deku takes a stance similar to Vegeta's and Goku's mix because his mom is a low-class warrior while his dad was a high-class warrior. So he's gotten a blend of like both their tactics, all right? Because they got basically what happened with their, just a little quick background on them, is they got out of their planet before it was destroyed in this universe. And their Saiyans are a blend of Khalifa Saiyans, Universe 6 and Universe 7 Saiyans. I guess we can say this is Universe 5 then. Due to the simple fact of the Saiyans weren't known as being malicious monsters, but at the same time, they were known as a warrior race, but at the same time, they wasn't known for being like the most upsetting citizen. They're kind of just like humans. It's a 50-50. But they did conquer planets and sell it off to other people. But what they did was they didn't just go for people with high power levels or anything like that all the time. They normally went for like planets that were ruining the planet ecosystem. Yeah, that's a thing here, I guess. I don't know if that's technically, but how that works is it's similar to a normal ecosystem. And for people that not 100% on what I'm referring to, the ecosystem is kind of like how ants eat this eats this eats this, and it makes a certain balance. Not one species or one thing's going to be overpopulated, all right? So that's That's how that works. So they always used to go for those. They do prefer to go for the ones with higher power levels, but that's only when it's special bidder. And plus, they were very diplomatic people. I hope I'm using that word right. And they sometimes would talk it out with other people. Like they have other planets that they've already conquered, or like planets that were really endangered by a lot of inhabitants, but they made it pretty much like a clean planet, like an extermination of sorts. And they told them, hey, y'all go to this planet. We'll make sure everything's transported here. We'll make sure y'all are good. When y'all bring up and start bringing in business and stuff, we'll reamend you for this. Blah blah blah. So most of the time it was yes. Most of the time, sometimes it'll be a no. Like okay, we'll get our strongest people. Get your strongest people. They'll fight it out. If we lose, we'll leave y'all alone. If we win, we do it. Or if it's a draw somehow, we'll meet somewhere in the middle. So that's kind of how that happened. So Deku isn't weak by any means. Where am I gonna put him in the power scaling? Him and Goku gotta fight it out first for me to get a mental reference point. So let's see here. So they're fighting. Him and Goku, they're going back and back. Goku's dummy strong in his base. So he's surprised someone really keeping up with this man. Like they're throwing kicks, punch, we. Punch, right? And so kick, punch, flip, it's really, and Whis is actually surprised by this, right? So then Deku powers up to his max and then charges up like a Gallic Gun S like move, and he says, "I'm blowing you away with this attack," and like he hits Goku. Goku's actually had to weave the attack because it came in too fast. So he instant transmission right behind Deku. Deku does a flip and like pokes Goku in the eye with his tail, and Goku gets hit. And like he's taking full advantage of this whole Goku being relaxed. And like he's just welling on Goku, and Goku's like, all right, that's enough. He powers up into a Super Saiyan. And then Deku is just like baffled by this. He's like, oh no. I don't know what that is, but that is strong. He doesn't even hesitate. He immediately pulls out a great ball, and like before Goku could fully get to him, it transforms into a grade 8. And Vegeta's like smirking, like yeah, like he's gonna have full control of that, and like Deku has full control over that. So it's basically Super Saiyan Goku versus a grade 8, which this is like that 11, 12-ish multiplier, and yeah, you can kind of say Deku's about to lose, right? Nah, not necessarily. Deku was actually planning something. He's putting a whole bunch of holes on the planet. And he did ask Whis about if he could do this. And how did he ask Whis? I'm going to say when Whis was checking him out, he was kind of whispering something. It was kind of like it's like a weird little code or something. Language of the gods, you can say. I'll even say that. So he's putting like massive holes into the planet or whatever. He's like blasting. And it looks like Goku's moving too fast for him. But he really isn't. So it's just like he's acting like Deku's making it seem like he's struggling when he really isn't. He's got a plan here. So he's throwing out all these big blasts or whatever. And he knows he's about to get hit with some, right? So he de-transforms from his grade 8 form and like hits Goku. But the second he de-transformed, he immediately turned right into his Zaru form. Not his Zaru form, but his Hikari form. I'm just gonna say the miniature ape or something like that, or his Broly transformation. He transforms straight into that, and then Deck Goku's in the face, but not just normal Deck. He like hits up with a lot of ki into it, so it's like increased his power dramatically. And Goku's like and then the second what he did was Deku act like he was like losing the fight for a little chunk of time, and he waited. The second Goku like let his guard down, turned it back to base. He said, that was a very good fight. Vegeta smirked ever so slightly, said, damn, idiot, Beerus, idiot, Whis, oh my. And everyone was Goku was like confused for like a second, and like all these massive energy beams are just like hitting, and Deku jumps up as high as he can, charges up like the strongest blast he can, and just and like right before all this happened, he did flash Goku with like a flashbang, and so that pretty much blinded him, and boom, like just. Whew. And so after that, he basically outsmarted Goku, and that's the way he was able to basically beat him. Now, strength wise, no, he's not stronger than Goku. So now after this happened, a 2 week grace period of them doing some mat training. Deku did numerous amount of mat training. He asked Goku to teach him some stuff, and Goku taught him some stuff. He learned some stuff from Vegeta too, so he is dummy strong. After he was done training, he grabs his bags or whatever, and he said, "I'll catch y'all later." And he said, "Transport." Transported right back. Now we're gonna go straight to the UA stuff. So the first things first is him and Bakugo. They're gonna go out with the fighting and stuff, but he blows through that. He doesn't even play like games or anything. He just like blows through it, literally blows a hole straight to where the bomb is at. Ida tries to do something, but Deku just like millie whops his man. But since he's not trying to be merciless and be too brutal, he just poke, poke. Now, yeah, I'm gonna actually have to get up now. I'll be back, guys. Okay, here we go. So he blows through that. The USJ attack happens, but this is different with the USJ attack. Is the second it happens, Deku's already on bumper, so he's like, all right, let's get it. And so, the second they come through, he tells Zaro to look away from him. No, actually, he tells Zaro to not Zaro, Eraserhead. And I hate pronouncing shit. He tells Eraserhead to go ahead and go. And then Deku immediately hits most of them with a flash. So the fight commences like normal, but the only thing is, when Kururuki tries to do anything, Deku just pretty much one-shots man, knocks him out. They'll get away. It's plot convenience. They need to get away. Deku's pretty much slaughtering everyone maliciously, aggressively. And then when the Nomu comes out, right before it hits Izawa, Deku instant transmissions next to him, and then like punches Mans, and then puts his hand out and just yells "Big Bang." But the Nomu was able to withstand that, and he's like, "Oh." So Deku's like hitting this man with everything he's got, and then he transforms, so like immediately straight to his GA form. When I say GA, I'm gonna mean that's his like miniature that's his miniature transformation. So he immediately goes into that, and like he's welling on it, but the Nomus still keep up with him, and the Nomus learning how to fight. So he says, "Fuck all this." He flies up, charges all his ki, and he says, "Final Kame Hame." He's like doing all these weird movements. And the reason he has this is because he blended what they were teaching. Because Goku wasn't serious enough, and he didn't finish the fight, right? But his moves were good. Vegeta was too serious. His moves were fairly good, but just so he eventually combined their moves to make a different move altogether. And so he took care of the no move, and that's pretty much it. That arc is pretty much doo-doo. Now we're gonna go straight to the relay race. Deku wins it because he's Deku. Let's see. I don't know. Now the cavalry battle. I'm gonna say that it's going to be him, Uraraka. Basically the same team it always bees. Um. They're gonna be on the ground mostly, so there's no cheesing in this one. But the only difference is Deku just starts flying and like he starts shooting at all these people, all their leg support to make other people fall. But before they fall, he like grabs their bandanas. So it leaves him, Bakugo, the copy dude, which Bakugo messes with him more, and then him and Todoroki. So they're just chilling. Deku could fly, so he just flies over to Todoroki, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" Yeah. I'm gonna need that headband you got on that head there. It has my name on it. And just punches Todoroki in the dome piece. And like as he does it, he also grabs the like headband or whatever. And then like he blasts them. Now before you say, oh, he's being malicious, I mean, you gotta note he was training with Goku for 2 weeks, and Goku played around a little too much. So he's like, and he literally won some fights from Goku playing around. Plus, like, when he was told of, like, different adventures they had, Goku could have done a lot of stuff, but he's sitting here waiting or letting people transform. And he's like, nah, Vegeta had the right idea, damn it. Good job, Vegeta. Good job, Vegeta. Thank you, Sensei. And so that happens. Now we're going to go to where it's like the brainwashing quirk guy. The 1v1s, really. Deku fights the brainwashing quirk, and that man's, and he's just kind of like, my guy, are you bitch? Bro, just do some training. Like, come on, my guy. And he replies or whatever and gets hit with it, but he just powers out of it. He just activates Kaioken. He's like, "Ugh." And he's like, no. Stop being a little cupcake. Stop crying about, and basically he's like, bro, stop being a bitch, bro. Stop crying about your problems. If you don't like with your situation, you better do some big body training. You better do something to show these fuckers who's the boss. But I don't got time to give you no motivation. I'm on my own path. And like he flexes and just pushes mans out of the arena. Do 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 do. Let's see, brainwash. Then he fights against Todoroki. Todoroki didn't even question anything. He's already using Slim State at the beginning of the match. He saw how strong Deku was, and he wanted to he wanted to test himself to see